Xaviant. Today we're doing something a little bit different, a little bit weird for my channel. We're not going to be talking about a portable console today. Today we're going to be talking about, well, 7 talented indie studios that I believe Microsoft should acquire and add to Xbox Game Studios. Now, why do I say 7 talented studios? Well, like, all studios are talented, no, I get that, but these are 7 that I really think need the funding, need the backup, need the support from Microsoft to succeed. And number 7 we have House House. Now, if you don't know who House House are, look at the game on screen. It's Untitled Goose game. That's House House. That is why House House needs to join. They have a certain quirkiness about their sort of game, well, their latest game, which, really, think about it, you're just a goose going around annoying people. I don't see why it was so big, but it shows that they have got talent and they do seem to understand what people want to play, because the game sold really well on Switch and then it made it to Xbox One and PS4. So, House House, I recommend they'd be a good purchase. A nice little addition, you know. Nothing big, really, but, you know, they'd get Untitled Goose game. At number 6 we have Studio MDHR. Now, if you don't know who Studio MDHR are, you were living under a rock in 2017. And if you didn't buy Cuphead in 2017, then you probably bought it last year when it was brought to Switch. So, I think it was last year anyway. So, why Studio MDHR? Well, they've already worked with Microsoft before, because Cuphead was originally an Xbox One exclusive before they brought it to Switch. So they already have some experience working with Microsoft. It's just with their sort of games, or the sort of, well, with what they've made, I believe that Studio MDHR could use the funding from Microsoft to make something great, to make some more great games like Cuphead, maybe make a sequel, because there is supposedly DLC coming out for it. Not sure when that's supposed to be coming out though. But Studio MDHR could profit really quite a lot off of being added to Microsoft's little portfolio, and that's why they're on the list. Number 5 we have Playful. If you don't know who Playful are, they're who made Super Lucky's Tale, the game that everyone complained about was an Xbox One exclusive. Now, I didn't have a problem with it. I thought, okay, you know, it's nice, it's not Mario, not Sonic, but it's a platforming game for the Xbox One. We ain't got many of them. And honestly, we don't. That's the thing, is for a console that needs trying to appeal to everyone, the Xbox One doesn't really have many platforming games, so I think Playful will be a nice little addition to that little group, so they could be like, hey, here's Super Lucky's Tale 2, Xbox Series X exclusive platforming game, and then maybe, you know, maybe they do well and then make a third one, you know. Pretty much, yeah. Number 4 we have Iron Galaxy. If you don't know who Iron Galaxy are, they were the person that made the Killer Instinct remake, and they did a really good job. So I believe Microsoft should acquire Iron Galaxy, and make fighting games for the Xbox One, well, not Xbox One, Xbox Series X, because let's be fair, the only fighting game Microsoft has is Killer Instinct. So adding someone that's worked with that series and has made a good remake of it and brought it into the more modern day, I believe that they should be fine. That they should be a nice little addition. And maybe we get an Xbox version of Smash Bros or something, you know. Maybe Microsoft makes their own version of Smash Bros with Iron Galaxy at the helm. Okay. What else do we have? At number 3 we have the PUBG Corporation. Well, the PUBG Corporation on here for obvious reasons. They did have a year-long exclusivity deal with Microsoft PUBG on Xbox One, and somehow that didn't stop the game from doing so well. But pretty much, PUBG Corporation, they've worked with Microsoft in the past. Microsoft literally published PUBG on the Xbox One, so they have experience with them. So I believe it would be fair enough. Well, they would be open to working with Microsoft and being acquired by them to get more funding to make better games. Because we also have Prologue coming out from the PUBG Corporation, but We don't really know much about it. Apparently it's not a shooter game, so we'll have to wait and see what they cook up. Number 2, we have Moon Studios. Now obviously, if you know Xbox One exclusives, you know that didn't have many, and Ori and the Blind Forest was a big one until it got brought to Switch, and that was made by Moon Studios. Now Moon Studios has worked with Microsoft for both games aims in the Ori series, and they're the only games that they've made, so they understand kind of like what Microsoft's trying to do. So maybe adding them to the little portfolio of Xbox game studios wouldn't be really a bad idea, because you know Microsoft, like, yeah, they've got a lot of talent now, but they said they wanted to keep some old franchises going. Maybe they just buy Moon Studios and just like that. Ori and whatever free is going to be Xbox Series exclusive. And then at number 1, we have arguably my favourite indie developer, and I will come out and say this right now. I love this company to death. I've played most of their games, well, most of the games that are available on Xbox anyway. And that is Xaviant Games. If you don't know who they are, they're the people behind Culling and don't know Minerva. Now, why are they on the list? Like, why are they here? Well, the Culling was an Xbox One exclusive Battle Royale game because they never brought it to Switch or PlayStation. And then No Minerva is currently an Xbox One launch exclusive, so it's only on Xbox One. It's not available on Switch or PS4 yet, in-game preview, which I paid for because I love Xaviant Games and I want them to do well. So the reason they're on the list is because I want to see them be added to Microsoft's little portfolio, so they can do 2 things. 1, so they can continue to make the great games that they are making, and they can do it with more funding, more teams. They're a team of 6 people, so maybe Microsoft acquires them, they staff them up a bit, give them a few new developers, and that they can make another great game, because they made Don't Dumb Minerva with 6 people, and it is a great game from what I've played. And I got to level 2 because it's very hard. The first level was really easy, and then the second level, it's pretty hard. But the second reason I want Xaviant Games to join is because of a lot of people are going to say this is kind of a selfish reason, but it's so they can revive the Culling, because the Culling got their servers taken offline on May 15th of this year. So it was sad. Me and my friend literally hopped into our last game, on the 14th of March, and just like got a load of clips together, made a montage, which I put on my now abandoned YouTube gaming channel. Well, like video, like Let's Play channel, and the Culling was fun. It was a free-to-play battle royale on Xbox. It was really fun. It just didn't do numbers, and I'd love to see Xaviant get added to Microsoft Studio, make another Culling game, or bring the old one back, and continue to release great games with more funding. And as you that's the list, and if you want to recap, I'll leave the list in the description next to a game that each of these studios has worked on. And I hope you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, and stuff, and I'll talk to you on the next one.